Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the confusing world of finance. And we've got a doozy today, a company making a rather interesting move with its own stock. Today we're diving into Western Alliance Bancorporation's latest report, the kind that tells us what's really happening behind the scenes. And it looks like they're signaling serious confidence in themselves by deciding to buy back their own shares. It's like they're saying, hey, we think our stock is a good buy, and they're willing to put their money where their mouth is. Now, this particular filing is a current report in 8K form, a sort of announcement that something significant has happened, and in this case, the big news dropped on September 12, 2025. The date we're really focused on here is September 12, 2025. This is the day the company's leadership made a pretty important decision. The core of this announcement is about their common stock. This is the regular stock that most people think of when they hear about a company's shares. It's the bread and butter of a company's ownership structure. You might recognize this company by its stock ticker. They're traded on the New York Stock Exchange, so they're a pretty big player. They also have another type of stock out there called preferred stock. And in this report, we see mention of a Series A preferred stock with a fixed rate of 4.25%. Now, while this is interesting, it's the common stock buyback. That's the main story here, even though this filing does mention other stock types. This section called Other Events is usually where you find the meaty stuff that doesn't fit neatly into other categories. And as expected, this is where we learn about the share buyback program. So on that September date, the company's board of directors, which is like the team that makes the big decisions for Western Alliance, gave the green light for a program to buy back their own shares. And here's the kicker. They're planning to spend up to a whopping $300 million to buy back their own stock. That's a significant chunk of change, and it tells us management feels their stock is undervalued, or at least a good investment for the company itself. When a company buys back its own stock, it reduces the number of shares out there. This can make the remaining shares more valuable because the company's profits are now spread over fewer shares, potentially increasing earnings per share. This part of the filing is essentially a table of contents for all the supporting documents that come with this report. The most important exhibit here is the press release itself, dated September 12, 2025. This is the official announcement that details the buyback program and likely provides more context and justification for the decision. We're relying on this press release for the core information we're discussing today. And there's also this cover page interactive data file. Think of this as a machine-readable version of the report, making it easier for computers and financial analysts to process the information. It's like a digital fingerprint for the filing. And finally, we get to the signatures. This is where the authorized individuals confirm that the information in the report is accurate to the best of their knowledge. Here we see the signature of Dale Gibbons, the Vice Chairman and Chief Financial Officer. As the CFO, he's responsible for the company's financial health and decisions. His signature signifies his approval and understanding of this report and the share buyback authorization. And again, the date confirms that this was officially signed off on September 12, 2025, the same day the announcement was made. So what's the big picture here? Western Alliance is allocating a substantial amount of capital, $300 million to be exact, to repurchase its own shares. This signals strong management confidence in the company's future and its current stock valuation. From a shareholder perspective, this is generally a positive event as it can lead to increased earnings per share and a higher stock price. However, it's always wise to look at the company's overall financial health and strategy to see if this buyback is a smart move or just a way to boost short-term metrics. Without seeing the detailed financial statements that would accompany a more comprehensive report like a 10Q or 10K, it's hard to say definitively if this is a move born out of genuine strength or perhaps a tactic to signal strength. But generally speaking, a company with a healthy balance sheet and solid earnings ability to repurchase stock is a good sign. It means they have excess cash flow that they believe can be better used by investing in their own stock than in other avenues like new projects or debt repayment. It's a vote of confidence from the very people running the company. What's your take on this $300 million buyback from Western Alliance Bancorporation? Do you see it as a sign of strength or something else? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more corporate insights. Also, join our Discord server linked in the description to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.